The review of what's gone on in Tamworth and mid-Bedfordshire is interesting in its extraordinary failure to address the real issues. So Lord Frost says if your voters don't come out and vote for you, then you don't win elections. So he's saying that the reason that the Conservatives didn't win was because most of the Conservative vote stayed at home. So all you have to do is get that Conservative vote out. And the assumption made by Rishi Sunak when he was interviewed in front of his plane coming back from the Middle East was that we want to roll out his 5 objectives and particularly stop the boats. But it doesn't seem to be that right-wing lean that the Conservative voters who stayed at home want to embrace. If they did, then they would have embraced reform, reclaim, or whatever the names of these minor parties might be. They didn't. They didn't embrace former UKIP. They stayed at home. So if they wanted more right-wing views, if they wanted to pick up Nigel Farage's vote and GB News, there would have been a landslide towards that green voting slip. But there wasn't. Instead, they stayed at home in some numbers. In Tamworth, almost certainly, some of them switched to Labour. And that suggests that the obsession, which is repeated like a mantra on GB News and by Rishi Sunak, to stop the boats, is wrong. I think everybody would agree stopping the boats is a priority. But while we agree on the problem, we don't agree on the solution. I think, for example, that the Rwanda solution is repulsive. I think the go slow in the Home Office, which has been the de facto solution since Theresa May's day, it's called the hostile environment, is repulsive. It's like a certification of indolence. Oh, I work for the Home Office. Are you indolent enough? Yes, I am. I've hardly done any work this week. Oh, good. Have a promotion. And I think this is a catastrophe in any walk of life. To see people caught in a limbo is absolutely wrong. We need to process these people. We need to decide absolutely, to use President Biden's language, inappropriate language, what team they're on. And I think the Conservative Party also has to recognise that part of the problem lay with the 2 individuals who caused the by-election in the first place, with Nadine Dorries and with Chris Pincher, and the failure of both of them to deal with their constituency duties. That is the problem, and we need a sea change in the way politics is done in our country. Not just Conservative politics, Labour politics as well. We need politicians to be invested in dealing with their surgeries, in dealing with their constituents, and in taking responsibility for their actions. They are supposed to be the best we can offer. They are our representative. I don't see that Chris Pincher's behaviour represents me, and I certainly don't think somebody scurrying off to appear on Talk TV rather than doing her job represents me. It doesn't. I have no problem with somebody going on television after they've done their job, but a dereliction of duty is not a commendation for an MP. And certainly not for a place in the House of Lords. Nadine Dorries must be living in cloud cuckoo land. I do nevertheless look forward to her book on the plot, if she can work out what that is.